Charles Bronson, born Charles Dennis Bukowski on November 3, 1921, in Ehrenfeld, Pennsylvania, rose from humble beginnings to become one of Hollywood's most enduring tough guy actors. The son of Lithuanian immigrants, Bronson faced poverty from an early age. His father died when he was just 10, forcing young Charles to work in the coal mines to help support his family. These early hardships shaped the stoic, resilient persona that would define his screen presence. Later, Bronson's experiences in World War II and subsequent transition to acting would solidify his status as an international film icon. Early life and family struggles. Growing up as one of 15 children, Charles Bronson experienced extreme economic hardship. His family lived in tight quarters, and daily survival meant labor-intensive work from a young age. The death of his father left Charles with responsibility far beyond his years, driving him to work in Pennsylvania coal mines under grueling conditions. These formative experiences contributed to his rugged, unyielding demeanor, which became a hallmark of his acting style. Despite these challenges, Bronson's determination never wavered. His early life instilled in him a resilience and quiet intensity that would later resonate in his stoic on-screen characters. Military service and post-war transition. During World War II, Bronson served as a tail gunner in the United States Army Air Forces, flying over 25 missions in the Pacific Theater. He was wounded in combat and awarded a Purple Heart. After the war, Bronson utilized the GI Bill to study art, a path that eventually led him to acting. The discipline, courage, and endurance he developed during his military service became central to his on-screen persona. These experiences shaped the stoicism and quiet intensity that audiences admired. His transition from soldier to artist reflected his versatility and ambition, laying the groundwork for his breakthrough in Hollywood's competitive landscape. Early Hollywood career Charles Bronson's film career began in the 1950s with minor, often uncredited roles. Facing challenges due to Cold War-era prejudices against Eastern European names, he adopted the more Americanized surname Bronson to enhance his prospects. His breakthrough came with roles in classic films like The Magnificent Seven, 1960, as Bernardo O'Reilly, and The Great Escape, 1963, as Danny Valinsky. These roles showcased his ability to balance stoicism with vulnerability, captivating audiences with a mix of toughness and humanity. Each early role built his reputation as a compelling character actor, capable of leaving a lasting impression even in supporting parts. Rise to stardom in action. Films. Bronson's performance in The Dirty Dozen, 1967, solidified his reputation as a powerful screen presence. His collaborations with director Michael Winner, particularly in the Death Wish series, beginning in 1974, transformed him into a cultural phenomenon. Playing Paul Kersey, a mild-mannered architect turned vigilante, Bronson tapped into public anxieties about crime and justice in urban America. Death Wish's commercial success spawned 4 sequels and established Bronson as the quintessential vigilante hero of the 1970s. His stoic, no-nonsense portrayals resonated with audiences seeking heroes who could confront injustice with quiet, uncompromising strength. International success and European popularity. Before achieving major fame in the United States, Bronson found significant success in Europe. His leading role in the French thriller Rider on the Rain, 1970, demonstrated his appeal abroad, making him a superstar in France and Italy. Known for his taciturn demeanor and controlled emotional expression, Bronson was affectionately nicknamed Le Sacré Monstre by the French press, a term of admiration for his larger-than-life presence. European audiences celebrated his stoicism and understated power, often preferring his subtle emotional range to more flamboyant American stars. This international recognition strengthened his career, allowing him to command prominent roles in both European and Hollywood films. Signature style and action persona. Bronson's distinct acting style set him apart from contemporaries. He conveyed complex emotion and authority with minimal dialogue, often relying on a glare, clenched jaw, or silent presence. Films like Hard Times, 1975, Breakheart Pass, 1975, and The Mechanic, 1972, highlighted his ability to embody rugged anti-heroes whose internal strength spoke louder than words. This minimalistic approach, combined with his physicality, made Bronson a compelling figure on screen. Audiences admired his authenticity and restraint, which contrasted with the more theatrical performances of other action stars. His European acclaim reflected an appreciation for his intense, understated craft. Personal life, first marriage. Charles Bronson's first marriage was to Harriet Tendler, a woman pivotal in supporting his early career. They met in 1947 while attending acting school in Philadelphia. Harriet, the daughter of a prosperous Jewish dairy farmer, married Bronson, then Charles Buckinski, in 1949, despite her father's initial skepticism. The couple endured financial struggles, with Harriet often serving as the primary breadwinner while Charles pursued acting. They had 2 children, Suzanne and Tony. Although the marriage ended in divorce in 1965, Harriet's early encouragement and sacrifices were critical in helping Bronson navigate the challenges of Hollywood and build the foundation for his later success. Personal life, Jill Ireland and family. In 1968, Bronson married English actress Jill Ireland, whom he met on the set of The Great Escape, 1963. Their marriage became one of Hollywood's most iconic partnerships, blending their family with 7 children, including their own and stepchildren from previous marriages. Together, they prioritized family cohesion, often bringing their children to film sets to maintain closeness despite demanding careers. Their home in West Windsor, Vermont, offered privacy and a rustic retreat. Jill's equestrian interests and focus on family activities fostered strong bonds, reinforcing Bronson's personal values of loyalty, love, and stability away from the pressures of Hollywood. Jill Ireland's illness and legacy. In the late 1980s, Jill Ireland was diagnosed with breast cancer, beginning a long and courageous battle that she documented publicly. Despite multiple treatments, she passed away on May 18, 1990, at 54. Her death profoundly affected Bronson, who had always been private and reserved. The loss left a deep, emotional scar, illustrating the depth of his attachment and love. Ireland's advocacy and openness about her illness inspired many, while her passing highlighted Bronson's enduring loyalty and devotion. The couple's relationship remains remembered as a rare example of enduring love amid Hollywood's often turbulent environment. Final years and third marriage. Several years after Jill's death, Bronson found companionship with Kim Weeks, an actress and former colleague on audiobook projects of Ireland's memoirs. They married on December 27, 1998, maintaining a private and supportive partnership. During these final years, Bronson's health declined, complicated by chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and congestive cardiomyopathy. These conditions affected his breathing and heart function, yet he remained devoted to family and life's quieter pleasures. Weeks stayed by his side until his passing, providing stability and companionship, marking the final chapter of a life defined by resilience, loyalty, and an enduring dedication to personal relationships. Health challenges and Death Bronson's final years were shaped by serious health challenges. COPD, which causes chronic breathlessness and lung deterioration, and congestive cardiomyopathy, a weakening of the heart, limited his quality of life. Despite these conditions, he maintained dignity and a private life. Charles Bronson passed away in 2003 and was laid to rest in Brownsville Cemetery, West Windsor, Vermont. His choice of a serene, rural resting place reflected his appreciation for simplicity and privacy, away from Hollywood's spotlight. Bronson's legacy endures not only through his iconic films, but also through the story of a man who lived with stoicism, resilience, and quiet dignity. Legacy and conclusion. Charles Bronson remains a symbol of strength, stoicism, and understated emotional depth in cinema. From humble beginnings in Pennsylvania coal mines to becoming an international film star, his journey exemplifies determination and perseverance. Bronson's iconic performances, particularly as the vigilante Paul Kersey, captured societal anxieties and resonated with audiences across generations. Beyond the screen, his devotion to family and enduring relationships highlighted a man whose life was shaped by love, loyalty, and sacrifice. Bronson's story reminds us that true heroism is not only cinematic, but also personal, rooted in resilience, integrity, and the bonds we forge with those we cherish.